With 4 days left of Christmas, we bought ourselves to drink 4 roses in a single barrel. Couldn't remember what it was called. Welcome back to Less Cash, More Mash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
Probably going to forget to say that. With all my beautiful singing, I forget that all the time. So we've had this one in the Santa Sack for quite some time now. This is a single barrel. It's 100 proof. We got it for $42.99 when we got this. So this barrel number is 43-6E. So I'm like, what does that mean to anybody? You're probably going to be bored with this part, but we're going to tell you anyways. So there's a magical equation when it comes to, I knew that was going to happen, 4 roses. So the 43 is the number of the rick house that it's actually in. So the dash, and then it's 6. The 6 on it tells you how high of a tier. The higher the number, the higher the tier that it's on. And the E is actually the strain. So the warehouse is ME for this one, anyways. That's that. So that's like it's warehouse M. E stands for the east side of the warehouse. So the barrel, the 43 is the rick house. The 6 is the tier. The E that's on the end is the strain. Now these come with a variety. So there's 5 different E strains that they use, and there's 2 different mash bills that they use. There's a B and an E. This one happens to be E. So it's 75% corn, 20% rye, and 5% malted barley. Where the B, and again, it's a whole equation. The B is actually 60% corn, 35% rye, and 5% malted barley. So I never knew the difference of any of them, but if you're ever interested, that's a weird cork. Like it goes inside. It looked like it broke off. I'm like, how did that happen? But it actually goes inside. So
it's not bad.
There you go. I can smell it from here. I've been a little bit since I've had some whiskey, but is it? No, that's strong. I could smell that all the way in the back.
That was the longest story we've had in a while.
Well, you know why?
Of a mash bill and about 7.
Well, because it was confusing when I was looking at it, and one of the websites I was on actually explained it. So it's a single barrel. Everyone can taste totally different. So the reason I went through all that is if you wanted to taste one exactly like ours, you'd have to find 43-6E. You know what I mean? And I was like, what does that mean? Right. And then when I found out what it actually means, I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. They do break down everything, but it also helps the master distiller find, like, if he's looking, right, where it is in the actual place, too.
If they did it on a proper day, wasn't Friday or Monday. It was tasty.
Ooh, that first sip was very good. Now, it's funny that when you watch other people do 4 roses, they either usually love it or they hate it. And I will say 9 out of 10 people that do it say it's floral. And I think it's just because of the name. It always throws it off like that. Like, I don't get
like you said, because I know I've watched a few of them and they're like, yeah.
No, people.
But there's a different taste in it, though.
That first sip was very good. It's actually still sitting here.
No, it does.
It actually lasted for a while. It's only 100 proof, but it's like Knob Creek hanging. Like, you know what I mean? For 100 proof.
Not mouth, but yeah.
No, it's sitting right here. Yeah, it's sitting right there. Like, I want to go in for another sip to try to get the flavors because I only took a little baby sip, but it actually it's drinking like 120 plus proof. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's sitting down.
Even if you swish it.
Yeah,
it is. It's very tasty.
Yep.
Oh, it catches your tongue and everything if you swish it. Definitely drinking hotter than 100. At least today.
I rolled that one all around. I wanted to see.
It sparkles.
No, it does. It actually, because I did swish it, it's actually, it's not even a high rye either. It's 20% rye.
Because I just was looking at that too.
It just sat on the tip of my tongue. And usually a rye will hit me on it. Oh, no, because I just swished it all around like a crazy person. But
yeah,
I'll try to drink it normal. But overall, it is drinking like it's hotter than 100.
I agree. I'd probably screw this up in a blind.
I'm trying to get to where, I mean, we just cracked it and we just
We
poured it.
did. The nose doesn't jump out ultra to me.
Well, it does, but I'm finally just getting to where it's bringing like the caramel smell, like
But it didn't
like
start off. It was
no,
it
it
took
came
a
out.
while.
It came out. I don't want to say smelling
It is coming around now.
like the proof, but it is right. It's starting to smell like I'm starting to get like the caramel.
So the initial
battery.
nose was slow, but now it's coming around where it's got a nose. It's got a really good taste.
Well, I could smell it from a distance, so that it wasn't that it was slow. It's not coming around to like the when we first were getting. I was getting a lot of the batter. I haven't got like a batter in one in a while. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm getting a different. I mean, maybe my if I'm doing so many of these, I'm getting rye bread and different things out of certain ones now that I never used to get before. But it used to always
see
just
if I can
come
get a
back.
rose or something, but I'm not getting a flower.
No, I definitely don't. I don't either. I am getting like that brown sugar vanilla mix. Like I'm getting like yeah. You know what I mean? Like when you're mixing it right before you throw in the.
There's a distinct flavor though I haven't caught on. And not in a bad way. It's got a good taste.
It does, and it has
a minor oak finish.
At least a medium length. It's still going after that.
It does.
It's holding on for like a decent amount of time for 100 proof. The finish, the flavor of the finish.
You say that, but I mean, Knob 100 kind of did the same.
No, you're right. That's what I mean. But a lot of other ones don't. Like they're a lot faster than that.
Yeah, because the Makers is a very easy drinker. I think the wheat somehow dilutes that or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like this one's hanging on there.
Yeah.
Like I still on the sides of my tongue. I mean, I still have the flavor of it.
Yeah.
Which
tasty.
Is surprising me actually more than anything. I kind of when we first did the first one, not the small batch that we have now. When we did the first Four Roses, I remember almost being disappointed about it because I was like, geez, for that price, and it really not do anything. And then as it went along, like it opened up. I remember later on after in the channel when I would go back to it, I'm like, ooh, that one's really good. I was wrong. Like I kind of dumped on it in the beginning. This one, I don't even have that opportunity to. I actually really like this. I really like this.
And price point.
But if $42,
it falls right into where you're not really getting screwed.
Yep.
And it's got a good flavor. It's got a good nose. So I'd say it's a buy for me.
Yeah,
I would get this for myself actually. Or I'd get it again.
The only problem I guess I would have is that it is a single barrel. So the one you get may be different than that one. But if this is 43-6E, if I found this one again, I'd buy this hands down for that price all day long. I think this is absolutely delicious.
I would take my chances and see what the next one is.
I would do the same thing, but I'm just saying, like for someone who's watching, if they go buy one and they're at a whole different rick house and all stuff, it may taste totally different. It's like getting a Blanton's. Sometimes you get a good one, sometimes you don't. It's a single barrel.
Everybody's playing that game too. What's the alternative to Blanton's?
Everyone goes, and again, if we want more subscribers, we're going to have to play the cutesy game like that. But I haven't wanted to do like the sellout shows, I call them. Well, you know what it is? Because a lot of times that's what they're looking for. They want to put the I'll talk to you about it afterwards. But no, everyone does the lists. Everyone does the, stuff like that. So.
Not more?
No, that's fine. That's fine. And we just haven't.
I do like the cork.
I do, actually. It doesn't seem to.
That's unique.
It's
the whole bottle, the whole thing is a nice presentation.
Well, the other thing I like about Four Roses is you can tell what they are from a distance because they have different size bottles.
Yeah.
Like our other bottle is somewhere because we moved everything. I don't know. It's over here. So when like this is the small batch and it's a totally different bottle. And then the other one we had that was like just a regular one is a totally different bottle than these two too. So you can kind of tell what they are, from a distance. This is usually somewhat readily available too. Like you can usually find a version of Four Roses on the shelf of the one.
I don't know if it's single barrels is as readily available, but you can get.
That one's usually always over there, and the original one is almost always on the shelf. You know what I mean? So, kudos to them. I know that they get a lot of bad reviews. Like people do tend.
But I've also seen it in a blind from people that
didn't like it.
always say they
Yeah.
hate this, and they're gonna be able to pick this out, and it end up coming in first or second. They're like,
Mhm.
"You fucking kidding me?" You know, like I can't believe I just did that.
Right.
So again, it's your taste bud of the day, or it's not a high proof, so it's not, but it drinks.
It drinks.
Hotter.
It drinks it. And right there,
It's a
when I just
tasty
had,
drink.
because I just had some more, I am getting I don't know how many years. I didn't look. I didn't get that off of there on how
It's not
how
on the bottle either.
it's not non-age stated.
There's nothing on the bottle.
But it does have a nice oaky flavor at the end.
Yeah,
It
it's
does on the finish. You can taste it towards the
There's
end.
something else in there too in the taste, but again, one day we'll figure it out. It's
I'm
definitely
almost getting like a light fruit of some sort, but it's not a cherry. That was my other thing on the smell.
I was almost like an apple blossom, but
there is like a fruity aspect to it, but I don't know exactly what
again,
I'm
it's
smelling.
Like, yeah, how many
Like-
flowers do we walk around and sniff? That's
Right.
That's not, other than a rose, and it's not a rose. I do know what an apple blossom smells like, and it's got a good nose. The nose really came around after a couple sips.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Great flavor. All right. So there you go. You say apple blossom, and right at the very end, I got like a hint of like an apple, because it's
Granny Smith.
Not
No,
a
it
Granny
wasn't.
Smith,
No, it
but
wasn't.
it just like you get like a
It
it's
has
also
a different.
it's all
after
subliminal
flavor.
It does.
But
Well, there you go. We'll keep it short and sweet, I guess. But
Yeah, it is
if you
short.
see this again, this is barrel number. It's 43-6E, and ME is the warehouse that it's in. So it's warehouse M on the east side. That's what the E stands for. And I didn't write that down. I was
went
wondering
on up.
where I had it. So I highly recommend
I
it.
would,
I would
yeah.
definitely buy this again. And I know when I bought it, I was kind of like, I wasn't sure about the first one, but then I remember loving it towards the end, though. I do remember trying it again later. So I'm hoping this one opens up even more. This is delicious as is. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But if it gets even better, good for me. That's it. Good for us when we try it. You know what I mean? I like the ones that do change a little bit when they open up. I really am not getting anything. It's been in the glass now for however long the video's been going. It's pretty much kind of staying the same.
It is.
Like I'm not getting
It's just it's the.
second tail of
Excuse me. It's the batter. That's what.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely getting that. There was a couple sniffs that I thought it was starting to change a little bit to butterscotch, because some of them have been doing that lately, but it's not. I'm not getting that yet. So, but
It's just getting stronger batter. That's what I get.
yeah, no, it's delicious. So there you go. There's the Four Roses single barrel. If you can see it, give it a try.
Yes.
That being said, spend less, drink more.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.